we know. Let us share the magic within us to enlighten our spirits and mind. Tonya D here. I am a holistic shaman and medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon. I do go by the term holistic shaman medium, which is a merging of them all into one insight with offerings to guide you and assist you on your journey. Wishing you all lots of fun, excitement, and a fantastic year. Together, we welcome the year of the water rabbit with a bang. Happy New Year, and I'll see you on the other side.
Ashe, 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 inshallah. Blessings to you, my energetic beings. Are you feeling the vibe? While we're waiting for people to hop onto the live show. I feel like I'm screaming. However, maybe you want to listen to the replay. Thanks for that too. But as our inner team of being that badass boss that we all are, the manager of our motivations, if you will, how we want to see ourselves or feel into the new year, really taking notice and commit to that inner vibration of yourself, the structure that hopefully you've been building and creating with those 12-day goals on purpose. I've still got my little jar here in the pickle jar. The energy of that one fear, the false evidence that's affecting our reality, the threads, it literally has to go. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I don't want to hear it. You got to kick it to the curb. We have a cosmic blend bridging these forces coming to the round table. The magic of Jupiter is taking the stage, but just know that we are the ones in charge. We have some extra sauce, if you will, some excelling or expelling. I don't know. I just don't like that word better. Excellence. So if you have been taking some side time, making a list of all the things that you're grateful for, hopefully for the 2022 season, this may take some space of its own, really giving time and space to that energy. Then some more time to reflect, read them out loud, if you will, as you are reflecting, and then literally release them. Pat yourself on the back, energetic hiccups and all the things. Sometimes the only one noticing how far that we've actually really come. Hi there. It only says Facebook user. So maybe type in your name. It's always annoying for me, but grateful you're there either way. I see you. I'll check in later. But literally noticing how far we've actually come through this shift show of a year. And the world outside of us is busy noticing ourselves as well. Hey, Tanya and Tonya, we're doing great. So have you ever, if you do notice, or have you ever noticed how far somebody else has come? That's also a grand idea to share the light with them. Like you're acknowledging them, you're complimenting them so they can access their own frequency vibration. It really works both ways, two channels of kind of an operation. So like we really have made it through one of the probably the toughest galactic years ever. So I'm not even kidding when I'm saying pat yourself on the back, take a bow in the frickin' mirror. Now is the time to think and also to feel where we want our streams to flow into this new galactic year. So what are these transformations that you're feeling or echoing? Maybe you're feeling them down to your bones, into the soul of who you are. It could be something that you bring into solid form, manifesting, making it tangible, like for real, like you're really going to upcycle your nutrition quotient. It's the physical world. Maybe you're really ready to feed your body, create healthy eating habits so you vibrate bigger, faster, stronger frequencies. Smoothies, literally, 100%. I believe they're the fastest way to shift your nutrition quotient. You don't even have to do them every day. You know, maybe just make a commitment to do them once a week. I prefer 3 or 4 myself if you really want to see transformation. Or maybe it's meditation. Maybe you constantly make a divine commitment to yourself. You decide to take time and space to meditate with your energy body and your physical body, literally merging the two, galactic super juice there, or solicit your inner solitude, which is what I really think is the greatest as well. Or sugar for various reasons. Oh, I didn't grab my tube. Either way, sugar, whether we eat it or not, it still carries a vibration. This is just my weirdness. I believe the vibration of sugar starts actually in October. The 1st of October ends the end of April, because that's when we start eating all the holiday Halloween candy into, and it doesn't end till after Easter, right? It's like it's in front of our face. So even if you're not eating the sugar, there's still an energy vibration there. and I'm not a medical doctor in the physical realm. However, I am hyper aware of the body. The body never lies. I myself, along with my small little village, we take what's called On Guard. I thought I grabbed the bottle, but it's not here. During the entire season, just one a day. It boosts the immune system. The main essential oil is actually oregano oil. So if you can't get some On Guard, it's the oregano oil. So either way, I should put the link in the show notes, but I didn't. But get oregano oil if you don't want On Guard. On Guard I love. Even if I start feeling kind of funky, I'll take 2 every 2 hours just because the frequency vibration of it. I recommend it for all things. Comes in a bunch of different stuff, but that's just my opinion. I'll hold the stand for that. Or exercise, right? This is really, it's all kind of the starting of the balance of being, the wellness tree of resources that are organic, natural, that we all have, and we should really put them to use. And it doesn't really matter what you decide to commit to today, but at the very least, your heart needs to be aligned with it, because when the heart's aligned, it's easier to do, and it will, you're going to be otherworldly supported in actually releasing the past. And just know that you're being acknowledged, accepted, and also you have access to the magical being, the soul that resides within you. So my wish is that you are simply grateful for you. Hard to do though, right? But with that, welcome to the Daily Snippet. Once again, I am your host. I'm a practicing holistic shaman and medium, an otherworldly life coach, and of course, a subtle energetic surgeon. I like looking into the weavings and the webbings, but I do go by the term holistic shamanium, which is just a blending, a merging of all these wonderful assets. And my intention is to utilize the indigenous technologies along with the elemental realms, because we're a part of that, along with our original divine blueprint, the universal streams, to navigate our soul's harmonic through all these magical realms, if you will. Imaginal is where I like to go more than often than not, along with our 8th energetic center, the cosmos, the subtle realms, and so much more. There's so much happening with offerings, prescriptions, and rituals, usually the otherworldly kind. I may add the moons, following the moons, the sacred sauce of those ingredients, along with your personal container, your personal medicine, your prime directive, your purpose, your life gift and purpose, just maybe helping you discover what that even is for you. We all have energetic hiccups. I do believe we're all stars navigating the earth realm. That's just what I go with. Maybe reintroducing you to the magical being that resides within you, so you like starlight brighter. Again, my name is Tonya D. Thanks for tuning into my show, my virtual medicine room. And remember, if you have yet to subscribe to my channels, I have a few, YouTube or otherwise, my Musing with Tonya D podcast, which I'm coining the season of the witch. I'll get into that more later, but the Power Pathway, along with the Power Pathway Intensified, is online today. So it's like our command center. We have the ability to really utilize this gift. And I share insight into these in the Change Your Stars opportunity, if you're curious. But let's give a shout out to the village, the community. Thanks for tuning in, new subscribers, and those of you that have been a part of my show since the beginning. I'm hiccuping it up next year. But gratitude, and also those that do tune into the replay, comment, share a message. And remember, if you don't mind, the buttons, so you're notified. It really helps with echoing out to the algorithm, which is always changing. And remember, a comment or a share does get you a message for your day, to get you on your way. And you can also, of course, find me on other social channels, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I'm back on Instagram. I had a hiccup there. However, just remember, I am your otherworldly shamanic assistant. You truly are your own healer, but sometimes we need somebody else, an otherworldly life coach assistant, to get us out of our own magical way. Sometimes we do it, right? And the Daily Snippet, what do I muse about here? The galaxy, the cosmic energy, the elementals, the subtle energies, they're all vibrating frequencies that are happening all the time. And the messages for our day, I've got some great ones to kick off the weekend. I'm just saying that out loud. But being that our command center, the managing of our system, we are literally in charge of these forces that we can command within our own essence. So be in the awareness of what you are authentically aiming for. You might be feeling the fear, the overwhelm, maybe some anxiety. But today we're going to take that opportunity to commit to a new way of being that flows through the entirety of not just our being in our body, our vessel, but into and through the 2023 year, which in the Dagara cosmology I'll get into next week. It's a year of being authentic, transformation, change, and really being in our authenticity, the soul's authenticity, but also setting the stage, the foundation of how we manage our skills, our capabilities, and be self-disciplined to stay on our path into the future. So it may have some serious undertones as the nature of it. Maybe you feel as if you are running out of time or space, like you're behind. The cleanup crew isn't releasing the junk. Things are kind of slipping away. You're out of control. But this is kind of this organic energy. It's the energy of Saturn and the season of the day. And the key to access and balance this energy is literally our feelings, connecting directly to what our heart feels inside of us, and nurturing our inner baby, that aspect of ourselves, our feelings, grounding ourselves into the emotional foundations, the prime essence, and feeling where things actually are instead of where our mind thinks they are. It's like that emoji, that mind-blowing emoji. Two different forces, actually, but the energy has really arrived, and it's the time of year, the time has come to really make those important commitments, those heartfelt decisions for how we are going to manage ourselves, our essence, the committee on the inside. So these may be earthly, practical decisions like going to bed early, getting proper rest, real, authentic rest, maybe raising your nutrition quotient. I think that's important. However, it also may be just some very basic fundamental policies that you're committing within yourself. Things like unconditional love, being non-judgmental, being patient, being kind to yourself, being fair, all happening within ourselves. Mine are always peace, joy, happiness, an optimistic venue. And I literally say I'm doing great. I'm holding that note. And I often say I believe in miracles, and I absolutely 100% do. So I'm holding those two frequencies. And I also hope that you do too. So this really is a magical day to create your own soul's authenticity, to be true to your personal streams of opportunity for your own inner resolutions. But we do have like this topsy-turvy energy happening as well. However, I'll get into that later. And I only have like a couple announcements. Again, my upcoming podcast theme, the season of the witch, mages, seers, wizards, merlins, all the magic, medicine people. I do have a new podcast next week. I forgot the title. The whole year is going to be me interviewing people. It's going to be amazing. But this is like the history of humanity with Tim Kelly. That's what's going to be on the highway. Again, I'm doing things a little different the upcoming season. And the Rising of the Origins will be on the highway. The link to join that is actually in the show notes, a portal of goodies. I'm still updating it a little bit. Meditation, get your inner smile going. I'd start that now. Along with, if you're part of the 12-day ritual that I prescribe during the new moon. Got my pickle jar. The incubation of our goals each month. I'm super stoked about this whole idea. But a new attention, or along with an intention for the year, for 2023, just holding the note around the cycle of the sun. And I'm also going to bring in the water rabbit. I'm adding that to the Rising of the Origins. So I'm super stoked. This whole thing, this immersion starts January 20th, along with the energy of the new moon. So things are percolating, things are happening, they are bubbling out. So be sure to add the Rising of the Origins to your calendar. That'll be on it's in the show notes. So if you want to be a part of that container, for sure, join in the fun. And why I do the Elemental Highway, this really gives insight to your own elemental foundation, energy healing, energy medicine, the artist of energetic healing, which I love. For those of you that are in the evening of elemental energy, I've been working with light, sound, vibration on the body for healing inner and outer worlds, the chakras, the auras, the meridians, all the juice since 2020. No, 2000. What year am I in? That's hilarious. I just downloaded another timeline. That was great. But yes, I've been doing energy medicine for a long time through the skin, So that's why I started with the 4 pillars. And the skin's a reflective organ. It expresses what's happening inside the body. So this really is feng shui for the body. So, you know, you have to take care of this vessel first, and then we get into the home, and then we get into the other things, reading the energy or the language of the body, and vice versa, through the skin, the pathways, the chakras, the auric field, all the things. It's all part of our magical grand design. But today on the elemental highway, oh, I should have been showing you. I'm sorry, I went off on a tangent. I've got some awesome little things. I went with fireworks, celebration, the champagne, and a feast, a dinner, you know, celebratory end of year. Woohoo! Big bang. A feast. Those are your options for the messages. Oh, and the messages are so great today. It's hard. I've been holding in all morning. I can't wait to share. But on the elemental highway today, we have a yin fire, snake of a day, a ding, sai, 2 fires, a kindling fire that lasts. So we've got inner fire and outer fire. The snake always reminds me of Mowgli in the Jungle Book, the snake there. And we have the rat, which reminds me of Charlotte's Web, Templeton. And we also have the tiger, which brings me back to Jungle Book. So it all kind of wins. And the tiger and the snake, these are birthing energies. It's the birth of fire, the birth of metal. So our yin water, the rat, is kind of clashing with our day. It's going against it. So it's in our inner world reflection. It's time to reflect inside of us. These are both inner world energies. They are yin. Yin energy is more flexible. It's more determined. It actually has more strength. If you're a yin person, our day is pretty yin. It's balanced. We've got yin and yang, different energies, but either way, the yin fire is warm. It's charisma. It's enthusiasm. It's being excited. It's charming like the snake. Getting charmed, first impressions. But what's curious is you may see a friend that's really an unfamiliar. It's not a friend, it's a secret or hidden enemy. That's what the snake has inside of it. So somebody's true colors may come out today, but also some hidden abundance. Maybe things are in storage. Water to a fire person is authority, it's ambition. That's the spirit of it, the nature of it. It's also our kidney, it's our bladder, and we've got our heart, along with our triple warmer, small intestine, and the protector. But this is activating. It's being a great leader. All that big water, that's what this person probably divinely orchestrated for the day. Where the rat is sly, it's the sneaky power, different forces or powers of the same element. That's kind of how they play. So these qualities are like being weary or wary of a supposed friend talking you into doing something that really goes against your heart. Not a great idea. Your authenticity. So, you know, you might want to say no first, or let me think about it, because you're going to feel it, right? And then later in the day, after you've reflected or spent some time deciding on your own inner self, your own self-motivation, including your feelings. Feelings are really the barometer, especially in the season of Capricorn, because it's a polarity. They're the fine tuner, the measuring cup, the spoon, the teaspoon, a spoonful. I don't want to say sugar, but I almost did. To manage each of our own decisions for ourselves. We are our own authority. So when you think of how much you should commit to or how far you should go with something, these ideas can be determined by what feels most comfortable, most empowering, most peaceful, my thing, most loving. So really allowing our heart, the core of our heart, to beacon, to feel, knowing that you have the ability to feel your own way through your personal streams or your own decision making, your own decisions with tiger-like confidence, or roar, the roar of a lion. So that's kind of the frequency there. We've got the tiger, and the snake is charming. This is hilarious, kind of freaking me out when I'm looking at it. But the messages, I'm bringing in the Fae, bringing in the final messages of 2022. I'm so excited about this. I cannot stand it. Just saying that out loud. But here we got fireworks, which is exciting. Champagne, of course. A little bubbly celebration. Or a feast with your village, your friends, you know, being in community, tell your stories, you know, let go of the shift in the back. But either way. So those are your options for your messages. They're going to be great. So we've got, again, fireworks, cheers, a meal. Just want to take my time, some options. So it's like time of reflection by fire, like light a candle. I lit mine for my ancestor altar. I did orange this time, kind of a red orange instead of a red candle. But if you chose the feast, you ready? So awesome. Look at that. We got a singer in the house. Do you know how excited I am about this? This is hilarious. The singer of Transfiguration. Kind of reminds me of Transylvania, just saying, in a positive light. But the singers, I just love knowing that they're angels transcending every religion, philosophy, creed. This is great. Angels have zero religion as we know it in the realm of the tangible. Their existence precedes every system, religious otherwise, that has ever existed on the earth plane. But they are beyond the great ones. Their wingspan the multiverse. They are pure vibration, energy, frequency. They go in all dimensions, all directions. They have a multitude of names: angels, divas, gods, dakinis, like whatever juicy name you can come up with. And it really doesn't matter what we call them. They really just hope that we do call upon them. They're the singers of this underlying song of the universe. They are the tonality, the sound, the frequency, the vibration, the color. They are the sauce. Not to the realms only of the Fae, but to our world and all the realms. They really are the great ones, the ones who show us in all the variety of forms, whether it's animal, nature, Fae, human. It doesn't really matter. What we have the ultimate potential to become. They're also, they assist us to move in our personal streams, our directions. They offer us comfort, especially when we fall off the yellow brick road, our path. You could get pretty philosophical about them. There really is no need. I just want to keep this really simple. And there's a reason I'm going off a little longer about this, but they're constantly with us. Their energy, compassion, it's always available. I'm happy we've got this message starting off the weekend. I just want to say this out loud. So when we're in need, all we literally have to do is ask for help. They are literally always with us, just being aware of events or insights that follow our request. But being that the singers are present today, we do need to acknowledge their existence, their presence, their frequency, vibration, and like the singer in our lives, and really asking them for assistance or help, whatever they can give us, and just be open to that guidance, be receptive to this energy, this power of it, and the energy that they are offering us, expressing gratitude for them showing up and assisting. It's aid. It's like having spiritual aid, like the nurse in the other realm, in a different whole thing. But just thanking them also is very important because it completes the circuitry. It balances the vibration. It grounds their energy into the physical world, the earth plane. So we and others all benefit from this transmission, if you will. Just remembering often a gift unacknowledged is a gift also neglected. It becomes unused. But it's through gratitude that we accept the song into our own essence, our own beingness, and into our day-to-day lives. So when we open ourselves up to or through prayer, meditation, invocation, that's what Maladelma always says, you got to invoke, you got to use your words, love to these otherworldly beings, we are allowing their essence to really flow through us. I see them honestly as absolute light. And have you ever noticed what happened the last time, like you really prayed for courage, heartfelt insight or healing, even any kind of guidance or assistance? That's when we begin to understand a lot more about each of these singers in their own essence and frequency, vibration. So if we think of the times that we have been actively present, or we can sense them in our lives and what happened when they appeared, that's like the miracle frequency. So when we pray for courage or anything really, how do we feel afterward? It's almost like once you release the resistance, you get into the flow where our feelings or actions, might be different than they were before. You actually invoked or prayed, or even when we pray for inner strength, we usually get it, even though sometimes it comes in a more subtle form, usually more subtle than we hope or wish for. But these personal experiences really tell us how each of these singers affect our lives. But they also give us a sense of how each singer may interact with other people around us. Sometimes the singers act in our lives very suddenly, like those energetic hiccups. Oftentimes, they also, their presence, it's so intense that it seems almost tangible. We can feel it in the atmosphere energetically. It's clear though. It's like effervescence, and the touch of their wings really brings in this gentle, subtle strength, feeling of love. I would call it rainbow bliss inside of us. Often this enables us to like carry on, coping through different difficulties or challenges that are hiccuping in. Or we may see miracles, large, big, or small. Things happen for us and to us sometimes, or to others. However, we experience them even if we reject their assistance. They're always beside us, and especially today. So excited. In fact, they're also within us. They're like streams of light streaming through, I don't want to say the meridians, but kind of like the meridians. A little different. It might be the Ida, the Pingala. I mean, just feel into it, whatever. I don't want to tell you what to feel. But just as they're being a part of our essence, our entire universe, galactic, part of all that is, was, or will be, and is going to be. It's this infinite, eternal song out into the cosmos and the galaxy. But being that we're being assisted by the singers, sometimes we don't always get what we expect. Sometimes what we receive may be very unexpected, unseen, but it's always what we actually do need once we sit with it, if we can sit with it. So this is where trusting the process really comes in. It's a major step in the evolution of individuals, but the singers are these ministering angels, the gods and the goddesses. You can kind of feel them. They are the many faces of unity. They first send the song of ecstasies to the world of the Fae and then into the realms of our world through dimensions, portals. I mean, they're blissful. They're the givers of grace, which is given to each and every one of us, whether we deserve it or not, whether we earn it or not, different frequency vibrations, but it's usually given unconditionally, unstintingly, which is always available, again, to us. When we choose to be open to the reception, like our own reception of it. So any of these appear for us, it just means that there's a very powerful process that's really being worked through, that we have this very, I don't even like the word powerful. It's like, what is it? It's, we've just got this intense energy. They're going to assist us. But the 11 is reality. It's a Virgo number. It's the body. It's our high heart. It's a double dose of love, unconditional love. It is both our personal streams and our universal streams. It's what we be is what's coming. So what are you being now is what you are going to be manifesting into the future. It's going to become real. Chiron is our wound. Chiron is at the 11th degree. So that's curious. It's time to take an action to initiate, go through an initiation. It kind of feels like a shamanic passage, kind of a journeying kind of thing, initiating some healing of our past wounds. But this singer, this is great. Transfiguration. This is transcendence. Metamorphosis reminds me of a caterpillar. Transcendence. It's telling us that we have been through the gates, possibly the gates of hell. We've passed this initiation process. We are on the other side of the magic. We've reached a new way of being, reflecting, deep transformation within ourselves. Things will never be the same again as they once were before. We got to let the shift go. It's like, thank the gods, right? Things will never be seen in the same way by us. And this is a great thing, right? At least I hope it is. But this singer is joyful, passionate. It's fire, right? It's a bright blaze of colors. It's broadcasting a time of fulfillment, accomplishment, achieving. As with all other singers, this power, the joy of this one radiates. It is full. It is strong to all the things being symbolized through the other messages of the day. They're all going to be coming out around it, transcending. This is rebirth, reborn, like birthing, renewed like the phoenix. Reminds me of Maleficent. Every time I see this card. I like that show though. But this is the singer. It's got the flames, vibrant energy, life expanding energy. What else could I say? It's just an intense energy here. I really want you to feel into it. Just smile, feeling into it, see what's happening for you. Maybe you can feel it in your body. This is the jackpot of all jackpots. It's signifying the joys of success after a time of struggle, a new way of life that hopefully you're accepting. It's being integrated. A sense of inner peace is like growing inside of us. The struggle has all been worth it. Magic is on the other side. It's time to kind of consolidate inside, go in, feel your joy. It's both a rewards for the past, those achievements, and also a time for preparation for the next climb up the ladder or the path. So it's kind of a message that we've arrived. Thank the gods. That's all I got to say there. Okay. Your next message. This is awesome. If you chose, I'm not going with fireworks yet. I'm going to go with the celebration. I like that. Oh, this is awesome, right? I'm just saying it out loud, feeling the feels. You have the singer of healing. You cannot make this up. The singers are literally in the house. That's why I talked about them a little bit longer. But this is amazing. This is the 10. This is Taurus. This is the Earth. The Earth is in Cancer right now. This is manifesting. It's trusting. It's loving the feelings, which is Cancer. But the moon is in Aries. So it's also taking action on what you feel. Our feelings are becoming real. Curious enough. The singer of healing is healing of the body, the mind, the soul, the spirit. And the song of this singer has this energy, this powerful energy of healing, our deep inner core wounds of our spirit, ones that can destroy mortals or immortals alike, faith betrayed, love dishonored, trust abandoned, those kinds of things. And these can create injuries of our spirit and inflict serious wounds that then are reflected in the body through illness and injuries, either in the skin or above the skin. But it's this energy of this song that we can restore. We can become renewed, if only if the wounded one is prepared to forgive, to let go. This is the message. Returning to a place of love and compassion, peace, joy, happiness, of course. As always, with all gifts of spirit, tuning into that frequency. Healing is always offered. It is never forced. You have to be open to it. It requires active participation on both parts. And true, authentic healing, it has to take place on all levels, frequency, vibration at once. Body, mind, spirit, soul. There's actually more. The mind's got to get in there. Our beliefs. There's so much. But these levels they're all connected. They're like one piece of woven fabric, if you will. So what's amazing is once we change one little aspect, we're changing another. That's how it sends out the ripples. So our bodies they don't do things all on their own. So these little fabrics, these links between different aspects of our essence, our being, are many. They're complex, sometimes obscure. And yet at the same time, the principle for healing them is in the simplicity of itself. We only need to let go of the things that are really hurting us, nurturing ourselves with the things that are really benefiting us. So simple and yet so difficult, right? But being that we do have the song of healing, the presence of it is everywhere, just like other aspects of this song, the song of ecstasies. It's without limitation. So healing can seem so complex as we dig our way through the mud, right? All of our blocks, the resistance, the old stuff, the dirt. But in the end, it really is just simply letting go, surrendering, opening up to receive. This really is the healer's card. So being that it showed up, it's the energy of it is speaking of healing to be given and also healing to be received. So it's like circumstances and the process of being reached, our own energetic well-being. It may seem easy or it may bring challenges. Either way, it doesn't really matter. We're just being asked to participate in our own healing, whatever that is, as we become strengthened by the energy of this particular singer. Often it does speak of both giving and receiving. I find people have an easier time giving than receiving, right? Sometimes we can't even receive a freaking compliment. I know I have issues with that because, it's not, we're not giving truly if we can't receive freely too. It's the balance between those two. So healing something that really flows through us, not from us. We all have those streams, and we're inevitably affected by the passage of it. But being, again, that it showed up today, it's both a need of an opportunity for healing ourselves and perhaps our village around us. So that's pretty exciting. It's something that we organically are naturally. So that's awesome that it's here. Now, are you ready for this? Following the singer of healing, if you chose, did I say fireworks? You guys got to help me. Sometimes I got excited on this one. Sorry. Dun, 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 dun. The singer of intuition. It's a singer weekend. I couldn't believe it. I can't believe it. This is exciting. This is great. It really is. I think miracles are on the way, just saying that out loud. Yeah. The 7, this is Pisces. It's Neptune energy. It's spirit energy. Intuition on an intuition singer. Cannot make this up. So Neptune is at the degree of the breakdown, to break on through to the other side. These are spiritual messengers from another dimension, which is the singers. This is where do we belong spiritually, feeling and sensing. And Saturn's also at this Uranian degree in Aquarius, which really is the topsy-turvettes, just saying. But the singer of intuition, do I really need to say this? Like, we all know what this is, hopefully, right? This is awareness. It's trust. It's being perceptive, trusting ourselves. It's all of our intuitive gifts, psychic abilities, whatever you want to call them, labels. But this singer carries all of the information, the frequency vibration that there is. Some of us believe that this information, usually called the Akashic Records, is up in this library in the sky, filing cabinet. I call it the pie in the sky, the book of life, the book of knowledge, the shadow records. All the records are in this library, if you will, that we have to go to in order to get all of this information, intuitively or psychically, for ourselves or for others. However, we don't need to go anywhere, because this song is literally sung within our bones, our flesh, our bloods, our cells, all of it, etc., just as it is within the rest of the universe. It's atoms, frequency, vibration. And we humans, sometimes I don't feel like a human, we at our present stage of of evolution, I believe we are consciously hearing this song, not in all of its fullness, but we are beginning to. It's shattering the frequencies. Often hearing it, sometimes you might become overwhelmed because it's intense. Our minds might become fragmented, kind of burned out on the ends of those little neuron energies, is kind of what I see that as. But our universe is galactic, super juicy kind. It's loving, it's forgiving, it's compassionate, but it's leading us to this place in our development on the earth where we can consciously hear more bits of this melody. You too may be hearing more of it, but it's through developing our skill to actively listen for it, to tune into it. Often just a few notes resonate so closely to our own frequency, vibration, essence of our own being that we then become aware of these seed sounds. These involuntary experiences are often more than, we call them hunches or intuition, our expanded sense perception, so forth, so on, cold chills, physical stuff, all the things. But we can improve, really tune into this reception center, tuning into this song by just learning to be still in the silence, to reflect and to listen in a way that's part of who we authentically are. So we can amplify the song, our own song. So when we go into stillness, practice or meditation, listening, this is where we just ask ourselves to really tune in and know that we are listening. That's the ability to understand and interpret all of these meta symbols, the symbolism beyond our material world of symbols, whether it's omens themselves, portents, often warnings even. They can come in through stars, the galaxy, the movement of the planets, ants, mice, men, all the things, because we're all one piece of this fabric, this one song. It's all a part of us, but at the same time, we're also a part of it. We're like little star atoms. I don't know. Just understanding them truly just is a matter of learning to be still, to be quiet, asking and listening. And as we evolve and grow, we're going to be more able to hear more and more of this frequency, sound, vibration, energy, this song, this vibration. It really is a bliss channel, if you will, to really base our actions, our choices on this. I would call it this ancient greater knowledge through patience and practice. But those are the keys to all of the subtle clear senses, if you will. Could be clairaudience, which is clear hearing, clairvoyance, clear seeing, downloads, whatever you want to call it, listening and just asking and then listen. That's just the ability to understand and really interpret all these little meta symbols, if you will. The symbolism beyond the material with the oracles and the omens and stars and all the things that really flow into and through us. They're all part, again, of one piece of this one song. So being a part of us and also a part of them, if you will. So we have this opportunity to do just all of that and just being still. I really think that's the message for the day, because we're going through this metamorphosis of healing ourselves and also listening to our intuition through patience and also practice through those clear senses, if you will, what they look like. For each and every one of us, they're going to be different. But the presence of this singer, it really indicates that all this information is available to us if we just listen to that inner knowing. Maybe you've already heard it. Maybe you're doubting it. Maybe you don't trust your senses. But this is really a time to listen to our intuition. What are our feelings, our hunches, or intuitions about situations? So it's kind of a desirable energy to reflect, all that water, seek solitude, meditate, practice. I would do that today. It's a time for inward focus, a time to open that inner door to your own intuition chamber. There's a lot of inner work happening here. And it's important that we go indoors. It's kind of what I see, indoors, inside ourselves, and find those answers within. It's a sign or a signal indicating that all this information is available if we just take that pause and tune into our inner knowing. Maybe you have already heard it, but you're doubting those senses. So this message really is here. It's time to listen to our intuition and what are all of the things saying to us and also for us. So if you can, solicit your inner solitude, go inward, focus, and open that door. This message kind of radiates, it's kind of a effervescent illumination of insight as with the other messages. This is great though. Some ideas really take some time. Some words are designed to lead us on these inner journeys inside of us, the hidden depths of truth inside of them. So having a full day of singers, I think I'm going to post them on my wall today, but take them with you into the new year, for sure, into the weekend. Tune into each one if you can. 7, 10, and 11. You cannot make this up. And place the ability to honor your own personal initiation. Transcending the energy is really moving us forward for our latest motivation within ourselves. So really take your first step to initiate, to be the change you wish to see in your world. Hold that note, that frequency. Because we've got a full house of singers. The notes of each of them. So we're transfiguring, we're healing, we're being intuitively guided. So really listen in. And again, I want you to do some self-discovery. What you're feeling is something that you can authentically devote and commit and decide to be in your upcoming new year. Hold sacred space. Listen to your intuition. Tune into your body. Healing the wounds of a timeline. Allowing it all to let go. Release it into the ethers and become transfigured. And with that, I'll see you in the new year. Grateful that you have been a part of my show in 2022. This one was kind of long, But ashe, blessings, and I'll see you in 2023. Cheers. Should have popped the bottle of champagne early. Ashe, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you Monday. I don't know what's happening then, but something great will. Ashe.
Being that the water season or energetic winter started on November 8th and ends on January 17th, water's associated organs are the yin kidneys and the yang bladder. Our core vital energy is located in the kidneys, so when kidney energy is strong and in balance, we promote regeneration of the body, youth, vibrancy, and vitality. The kidneys are the body's most important receptacle of essential energy, known in traditional Chinese medicine as the root of life. The kidneys are also the root of all yin and yang energy in the body. Kidney qi is almost never in excess, but it is frequently deficient. Causes of kidney deficiency may include overwork over a long period of time, too much brain work, a long vitality-draining illness, overindulgence in sexual activity, acute fever, or overconsumption of drugs or alcohol. The philosophy of the winter season is one of conservation and storage. Without such practice, the result will be injury to the kidney energy, the Najing Suen. An overall good lifestyle helps ensure great kidney health. The water line in Fido 5 will energetically support your kidney health at this time of the year. Element water tones and firms, increases elasticity, hydrates and softens lines of mature skin. Water is a quantum energetic line capable of balancing feelings of worry and agitation. The Phaedothers are like working on the etheric level. Follow for more or gain insight to add energy medicine to your healing practice. Go ahead and visit tonyad.tv/Fido-5 or email info@tonyad.tv and I will see you on the other side. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Blessings to you, my energetic